My name is Bruce Murray. I'm a licensed clinical social worker. I started working in the mental health industry in 1975. I have practiced a variety of types of therapy and retrained throughout my career. One of the interesting things for me was that the godfather of hypnosis, which I started training in Dallas, Texas, was Corey Hammond, and he wrote the Bible on clinical hypnosis. It literally is as big as a Bible, and it has all the information in it, all the different ways to induce people and treatments to use. About 2 years after he wrote the Bible, Corey quit doing clinical hypnosis in favor of neurofeedback. And it's now some 13, 14 years later, and he has become encouraged and enthusiastic enough that he now holds this position of operating the clinical journal for neurofeedback, and says that we can go in directly instead of having to use artful language and other techniques that are of the more traditional times of psychotherapy. One of the reasons that I've been very impressed with lens treatments is because I've been a highly emotional person all of my life, and in fact in business meetings there's been many times where I was the most emotional person at the table. Occasionally I'd be impulsive, interrupt people. Okay, it wasn't occasional. It was all the time. So I'd be interrupting people, have a hard time keeping my thoughts organized or waiting my turn. I never seemed to be able to write lists to keep my life organized. And I did a series of lens treatments with Marvin, and afterwards, oddly, suddenly I wanted to write lists. It only made sense to me that if you were telling me something important, I needed to start writing this down and keeping that in my appointment book, or making sure I organized the notes at a meeting before we all adjourned. But most importantly, I'm really now the calmest person at the meeting, and the person that gets not emotional when things are wrong, when there's problems being discussed. I'm unemotional and able to continue to think about the problem clearly and pull other people back from the brink.